We're here today at St. Mary's Glacier, which is one of 14 named glaciers in the Front Range of Colorado, just north of I-70 by the town of Alice and St. Mary. It's about a 3/4 of a mile hike up from the road. And so St. Mary's Glacier was much larger when it was first formed. And so imagine that when the glacier during the last ice age, where we're standing here right now, was covered with hundreds of feet of ice. And so above me is where the glacier began, the zone of accumulation. And so the glacier formed because years and years of snow accumulated and eventually turned into glacier ice. And so that snow, after sitting there year after year after year, getting crushed under more snow above it, turns into firn and then into glacier ice. And after that ice builds year after year and gets to a certain mass, that glacier, mass of ice, will start moving downhill. And as that glacier moves downhill, it's going to take out anything in its way. It's going to pick up rocks and soil and other debris and carry it down the hillside with it. And so as that glacier moves, it actually carves a path for itself. And so while we have very small glaciers left here today in Colorado, much of the Rocky Mountains was once covered with ice. And so we can see evidence that there were once much larger glaciers around us. And so looking beneath me in the valley below, we can see there's this terminal lake. And a terminal lake contains all of the meltwater that comes down from the glacier. And at the end of the terminal lake, you can see these piles of moraine. And moraine is a word for the debris, the rocks and soil, and debris that's carried within the ice down the mountain. One big piece of evidence that we have that this glacier was once much larger is we can see these U-shaped valleys. Imagine that ice once filled up this entire valley, and you have this really nice U beneath us that goes between the promontory on the left and then goes down the hill slope and across the lake and back off to the other side.